Okay, so what it looks like we're going to need to take the rest of this guy off is to get these steering sector shafts out. We'll need a 9/16 and a 5/8, of course. The 5/8 over here on the middle one, and 9/16 on this guy. The only problem is something's take a nice nick off of this fella right here on this face of this nut. Now I could probably get it off with a regular crescent wrench, but I'm going to file this down and just so I can use a socket on it. So I'll work on that. Alright, so we're going to try to get these steering sectors out. Alright, so I'm going to remove the pitman arm, bolt and washer, set them to the side, and this felt is gone. Do the same on the back. And my pitman arms are still on the radius rods. Not the radius rods, but the linkage on the tractor. So I have to get them off and clean them too. So another bad felt. Now I'm thinking that this holds, this is an adjustment bolt for the, I guess, backlash on these guys. So what I'm going to do, figuring that they're holding those in, if I try to pull this out, it's all going to come out together, but it looks like there's two kind of like forked ends according to what I've been looking at. And the last thing I want to do is break those because these guys cost money. So we'll see if we can't get those out. I think that's supposed to be a washer. Yeah. There we go. Now there was about, I don't know, 3 ounces of gear oil in this thing, so yeah, it was low on oil. Don't know where it was leaking from, probably out these seals here. That's interesting. There's a lot of paint and stuff on this. I may have to do a little cleaning on here, get this guy loose. Get a crescent wrench. Need a bigger screwdriver. Yeah, so since this is an adjustment nut, that'll work. Basically, I think you turn it in and out, and then, wow, that's pretty tight. Looks like I'm going to have to do a little work to get that out. I think what I'll do is I'll wait until I get this other one out. To see how that all goes together. This is supposed to take play out of it, from what I understand. So, let us change our sockets over. And take this cap off. Okay, there's one. There's two. I guess I'm supposed to be able to pound this and it'll pop loose. See if I can get a little board here. I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to go. Yeah, there's a little bit. So I guess you just have to kind of drive it. I guess the best thing would be have a vise. There we go. There, oh, she's all popped out now. So now I got to figure out how this comes apart. So well, there's a O-ring. Doesn't look like it's in too good of a shape. That's one side. So it looks like I might be able to somehow pull this off. I'll have to take a look at how this goes together again. So maybe this just screws all the way in like this. Yeah. That seems to be the trick. Where's that smaller screwdriver? You're right here. Oh, there you are. Never mind. Okay, so that's out. Good deal. Yeah, you see it's got this. This is what I was talking about. And if you pull too hard on this guy, or you're gonna be in a world of hurt because you're gonna break this off, and that would not be good. There's that bushing. That looks alright. I bought an extra bushing, but I don't care if that's still in good shape and pretty solid, I'm gonna probably leave it, but I didn't want to not have the bushing and need it. So I don't know how you get that bushing out though. That would be a trick. Anyway, on to the other side. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to probably do some wire brushing on that to get that freed up. Okay, so I did buy a new set of bushings for both this here and for the pitman arm bushings, but I may not use them. They weren't that expensive, so I don't mind. The bushings are still good. We're going to leave them. So, let's see if we can't do the same thing here. See a little bit of gap there. Been in there that many years, I doubt. It'll want to come out very easily. That's why you'd want a vise for one of these guys. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty nasty stuff in there. To wipe that all out, press that guy out. There's a little cap on the bottom, and we'll get this guy all cleaned up. For now, I'm gonna put him back into the bath. But yeah, she's apart. I'll have to work on that screw to get that cap off, but I don't think nothing that can be overcome. Back later. Alright guys, I got this this other steering sector out here, the one that's on the front. This is the one, see they're a little different. So you've got this one here which goes up against this guy like this, I guess, or like this. And then the other one, or the other side, goes against that ball nut that we were working on before. So there's supposed to be timing marks, and you're supposed to put like the third tooth and the third valley, and that'll get your timing right. So if you start from the front with this one and work your way back, you'll get your timing correct. We'll see how that goes. These guys need a good cleaning. The teeth all look really good on here. So I think this is all going to clean up really nice. Let me tell you, it was a trick getting this one out because it was so tight. I had to use my breaker bar, and I was really worried I was going to break this top part, but it didn't. And then by using the breaker bar to get the nut undone, then I had a problem getting this screw backed out, okay, because there was nothing to purchase on. So basically what I did was I got the other screw from the other one, put it on here, tighten them up together, and then use my breaker bar against that just so I could get it loose. Once I had it loose, then I could back that screw out and get this guy off. So again, the bushing looks pretty good. Don't know how I'd get that out of there without a puller. May just leave that in there. It seems like there's brass all around. I don't see any real super duper wear on it, and it seemed pretty tight on this side as it went in. See here, there's not a lot of play in that bushing, so there's a little bit of rocking, but not too much. Nothing I think that's really going to cause a problem with it. And these other guys seemed okay too, so we may wind up not having to replace those bushings, just doing a good cleanup job on all this stuff. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to clean all this stuff up. We've got this O-ring. That's pretty much, we've got new ones. It's not too bad, but it's 50 years old, so we've got new ones, so we'll put the new ones in. That way they'll be all nice and clean, and I'll get a good seal with the O-rings, and I don't have to worry about any leaks. So right now we're going to clean this, and we're going to clean the body of the steering gear, and see about where we go. We may just start reassembly. Talk to you later.